Jazz, always a pleasure. Didn't win today, hence that big smile that normally comes around the corner wasn't etched on your face. But what positives can you take from the competition?
I feel like I'm in good shape. I think the problems today were to do with my run-up consistency. It was definitely an issue of me getting to the board in the right way, and I think I'm pleased that I've managed to come out with those problems and still do a reasonable jump. It's not a disaster. I think if I'd come out, jump 620 and gone, oh, everything was great, then I'd be really worried. Because I'd think, well, what's the problem then? But I can identify the problems. I'm disappointed. I don't like finishing third, and I don't like only jumping 654. For me, that's not where I want to be this year. I want to be consistently in the 60s and 70s. But that said, I've made a big change this year. We've had, there's been some differences with obviously coaching. I've moved to Kelly, and it's been great. But that's going to be different. It's the first comp of the season, as it was for these other girls. So that's not an excuse. It's just trying to work my way through it. But overall, disappointed, but not disheartened.
What have you done differently in the winter in training to prepare yourself for this point?
There's been a different focus on the run-in to the way I'm on the runway, and I think I'm still working on getting that consistent. We tried not to change too much because things were working last year. When I came to Kelly, we talked about how we don't want to make big changes because everything's been going really well.
It's been year-on-year progression for you. So why change of coach? What was the?
Retired.
Oh, right. Okay.
Decided that it was time for him to retire after 2016, so it was definitely right, where next, and Kelly said she would coach me.
You mentioned distances in terms of what you expect from yourself this year. Competition-wise, what are you targeting and what expectations do you have?
I'm hoping to be selected for the European indoors. I've made myself that a bit more difficult for myself now. And then the Worlds. Everyone's big target is the Worlds. And then I want to better my performance in Rio. I'm always looking to improve. So hopefully better than 8th.
It's remiss of me not to talk about the voice. You're always jumping. That's the first thing that came to me when I saw will.i.am turn around, and the pleasure that you got from that, obviously. Talk to me about that experience.
Yeah, it was a great thing to do. It's I'm always keen to have something going on outside of athletics. To me, it's important. And now that my degree's over, it gives me a chance to pursue music, which is another passion of mine. So to be able to have that experience it's been great. But a lot of people have asked me, are you quitting athletics? No, it's not anything like that. It's something else. It's not something instead of.
How long have you been a musician? Because I didn't know until I think it was halfway through last year. I started following you on your social networking, saw you playing the guitar, heard your voice, and was like, oh, okay, more strings to her bow. How long have you been doing that?
I've been playing guitar for about 3 years, but not well for any of those 3 years. But I've kind of sang since a little kid. I used to do musical theatre, but stopped when I was about 13, 14 to focus on athletics. And then now that degree's out the way, I can pull myself back into that a little bit.
Can you talk about it in terms of the show? You didn't think you could. Thanks for your time. Appreciate that.